Dear students, today we are going to study a new story based on a true story written by Jesse Owens, My Greatest Olympic Prize. Moving towards the plot of the story, I would like to remind you the importance of reading the story from the textbook. The story begins in a Summer Olympics at Berlin in 1936. Jesse Owens, the American Negro athlete, participated in the games. Hitler believed in Aryan superiority theory. Owens expects to win the gold medal and break Aryan supremacy theory of Hitler. Owens' performance in the trial very poor, commits two fouls disgusted, meets Les Long, German athlete, a true sportsman, gives him a tip and Owens qualifies the trial. Jesse Owens has an eye on the running board jump event. Takes part in the event, wins gold medal. Long congratulates Jesse by shaking hands with him. Jesse Owens and Les Long become true friends. My Greatest Olympic Prize is a true story of the writer's life, an autobiographical account of Jesse Owens' experience of true friendship in the Berlin Olympics 1936, where he won 4 gold medals. He was determined to prove Hitler's theory wrong by taking home 1 or 2 of those gold medals. Let us move to the story in brief. The Chancellor of Germany, Adolf Hitler, was preparing with his performers to prove the superiority of the Aryan race by winning the most gold medals in the events. But Jesse Owens, an American Negro, had other plans in his mind. He was determined to prove Hitler's theory wrong by taking home 1 or 2 of those gold medals. And with that goal in mind, he had trained hard and disciplined himself for 6 years. Moreover, a year before the grand event, Jesse set a world record of 26 feet 8, 1 by 4 inches in running board jump at his university. So everyone expected him to win that Olympic event easily. But when Jesse reached Berlin and went to the board jump trials, he was surprised to see that a German athlete named Les Long was hitting almost 26 feet at the practice leaps. He also came to know that Hitler had kept him under wraps, hoping to win the jump with him. Knowing Hitler's cunning ways, Jesse got angry and more determined to win the board jump and to prove who was superior and who was not. But an angry athlete always makes mistakes. Jesse fouled in the first 2 trial leaps by taking off from several inches beyond the line. Then he thought bitterly, did I come 3,000 miles for this? To fall out of the trials and make a fool of myself. Jesse was clearly frustrated and kicked the ground in disgust. Suddenly, he felt a hand on his shoulder. The man was none other than his German rival in the board jump, Les Long, who had qualified for the finals on the first his attempt. The friendly blue-eyed man offered Jesse a firm handshake. Then Les encouraged him and suggested to leave from a few inches back of the board. His tip helped Jesse eventually qualify for the finals. In that night, Jesse met Les to thank him and talked about themselves, sport events, and the world situation, among other things. Jesse came to know that Les did not believe in the Aryan supremacy theory. They became good friends after that conversation, and Les really wanted Jesse to do his best, even if that meant Jesse winnings. The next day, Les broke his own past record, and that inspired Jesse for his peak performance. When finally he landed from his final jump, Les was the first man there to congratulate him. He shook hands with Jesse firmly, despite the fact that Hitler was watching them from the stands. This was a great display of true friendship and sportsman spirit from Les. Jesse Owens went on to win 4 gold medals that year. But he feels that Les Long's friendship was the greatest Olympic prize which he won in Berlin. In fact, their friendship ended only when Long died in World War II. Owens adds a note after his story that Les was the perfect example of the sportsman spirit that Pierre de Coubertin, founder of the modern Olympic Games, had in mind when he said that taking part and fighting well is more important than winning or conquering. Let us move to the themes displayed in the story. The basic theme of the story centers on the positivity of true sportsmanship and how we can come together as human beings to participate in fair play. Often, we see players getting emotionally tormented after a failure in the sporting event. The author wishes to address this problem by giving instances from his own life and explains that sports can at best be a good game or a dream, but true friendships are over and above such momentary passions. Comprising the bond of humanity based on social divisions and prejudices is not worth any conflict. Let us go to the value points of the story. These are the 2 legends, Les Long and Jesse Owens, reminding you the importance of read the story from the textbook. Thank you.